Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel and the Ranch Truck Restoration Project. We left off the other day. We were finishing up this interior. Front seats are done, back seats are done. Carpet, headliner, everything in the cab is completely done, so those seats are going right back in. And while we were working on that, we took the headlights out of this truck. Those have got some pretty gnarly scratches in them. So, how I like to restore headlights? Well, I'm going to show you. Alright, so if you haven't caught my previous video on headlight restorations, it's pretty darn easy. One is, I like to use an air sander, right? On the air sander, I like to use an interface pad. And what an interface pad is, it's just a foam pad that gives you a cushion, right? And the reason I use that cushion is, when I'm sanding these headlights and I get around these edges, that cushion will ensure that you don't go sanding the edges off, whereas you would be likely to do if you were just using a really hard pad. Now, to start these, I'm using a 400 grit. I'll put links down below to all this stuff on Amazon. But basically everybody's gone to Hook It sandpaper, which is really good because it works with the interface pads, but I'm using a 400 grit. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to evenly finish sanding this entire headlight. See that color difference? So that's a factory coating that's put on here. I had to sand this headlight down to get all the way down and get all the rock chips and scrapes and scratches and stuff like that out of it. But if you happen to be doing this yourself, make sure that you sand off all of that coating so that when you finish these and you re-clear coat these lenses, you get a nice even finish all the way across. So for the piece 400 and this, if you guys haven't caught this in some of the other videos as well, I say this quite often, but let the tool do the work. Don't force it. So you don't have to press hard on this. Just give it time and let the tool do the job for you. Generally, if you force it, you're not going to end up with favorable results. See, just taking my time, you start to see that coating come off. All right. Once that's all evenly sanded in a 400, I'm going to switch it up to a 1000 grit. I'm going to take out a lot of those deeper sanding scratches so that when we clear coat it, you get a really nice finish. By the way, keep in mind this is edited, and I'm probably going to be sanding on this for at least a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, till I get the results that I'm looking for, which is just really nice, smooth, even finish. One word of caution I'll give you is make sure that you have a really good desiccant filter on your air compressor. Air compressors create condensation, and condensation will create problems in your paint job. Above and beyond that, air compressors can also produce oil, and that'll really cause you a lot of problems in your paint job, so make sure you have a good desiccant filter. I just put a new DeWalt one on. I'll put a link down below, again on Amazon, so if you need one for your compressor, hey, it's a quick link for you to go find it. Use this a lot in the auto body industry. Before you get ready to start painting, and you can also do this on wet sanded surfaces, you can do this on primered surfaces, but if you want to see what your end product is going to look like, soak a rag real good with wax and grease. And it'll stay wet on there long enough that you can get a real good look and see what your finished product is going to look like. And compared to what the headlights look like, this one's going to be pretty darn good. So once that dries, it'll go right back to that hazy film. Matter of fact, we'll just watch it happen. Of course, we'll be doing that one more time before we go to clear coat these. I'm going to get this one finished up, and I'll see you back when we're ready to start painting them.
A few moments later.
Up, we're going to let those sit and dry for a few hours, and before you ask, I may as well address this. You may want to know, how much paint material did I use? Okay, so the paint material, again, this is 4:1, and that's actually the mix ratio of this paint material. And what I did was, on this ratio cup, I found 4:1. I mixed exactly 1 ounce. Then I activated it to the 1 line right there, mixed it, and when it was all said and done using that Jet Mini, I probably still had 1/4 ounce left over. Now that those headlights are all finished up and spray gun is clean and put away, I'm going to go ahead and grab these seats and get those put in the truck. Alright, seats in place. Got 4 bolts put in. Shorties go in the front, long ones go in the back. Well, y'all, we get to making some noise by impacting these seats back in, get some other repairs done. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Catch my episode on how to save money buying cordless tools on Amazon, and we will catch you early next week. Thanks for tuning in.